That was Al St. Louis with the national anthem. Welcome everybody to the campus of Nashua High School South in Nashua, New Hampshire, the scene of the annual Holiday Festival Tournament at Nashua High South, presented by Chick-fil-A. 8 teams involved, and we are in the semifinal. You're about to see Alvirne taking on Nashua High North here at the South Gym. The South team will play Merrimack next in a doubleheader semifinal tournament night. 2 contests back-to-back. I'm John Collins along with Tom King, our cameraman Tim O'Neill, manning the controls, our executive producer Pete Johnson here on Nashua ETV. These 2 teams earned their way into this semifinal with first-round victories. Alvirne defeated Goffstown and North took Milford to get to this semifinal contest. There's about 250 people in this gymnasium. There are a lot of tournaments going on this week in Nashua, of course. You got the Conway Arena tournament for boys hockey, and you got the girls basketball tournament where we just came from and watched South take on Hollis Brookline in advance of the semifinal, which will pit North against Souhegan. The first shot is just seconds into this game. It's a miss for the Alvirne Broncos, and a runner off the glass and in. The Titans strike first. Michael Lentz, the senior forward, lays it in off the glass with the right hand. 2-0. The Titans on top as we begin this one. 8-minute periods in New Hampshire high school basketball. A brilliant block there. I believe that was Lentz who got up there and blocked it. In the corner it goes, driving baseline. Nate Hale off the glass, no good, but the putback doesn't go. Great chance for Samuel McCarthy, another chance, and Lentz has back-to-back baskets to begin the game. Michael Lentz has scored all 4 points so far, 4-0. The Titans of Nashua North, of course, in the white jerseys with the navy and light blue, Carolina blue trim, and Alvirne in the maroon and white. The runner doesn't go for Dan Brown, number 21. He'll handle the ball a lot tonight, one of the star players for the Broncos. The basket is, let's see, they don't count it. It's before the shot, so they're going to inbound it. And I believe the foul did go against Dan Brown, so he's got to watch out for early foul trouble for the Broncos. 4-0. The inbounds pass comes all the way down into the near court. There's Ronnie Silva, who we got to see play last year and the year before, talented junior guard now for the Titans, who takes on an even more important role with this team. Up top, it goes to Skylar Boykin, also a football player. A lot of football/basketball players on both of these teams. And the runner is good for Nate Hale. Or was that Sam McCarthy, number 33? We got a 3 and a 33 out there. Skying for the rebound. Ronnie Silva brings it down and pushes the pace down court. Alvirne still looking for their first points of this game. A long 3-point attempt by Hale. Doesn't get it. The Broncos come down with it. Danny Brown coming straight down the middle of the court. Stops and pops off the glass. No good. Alvirne still scoreless. 2 minutes into this one. With the ball is Skylar Boykin. Dishes it to McCarthy, goes into the corner to Hale. Silva's got it back up on top as North does a good job of moving the ball around. A driving lane layup attempt doesn't go for Silva, and a foul committed by the Titans as they try to get the loose ball back. 1 foul for each team so far in the early going of this one. A harsh winter storm arriving overnight between days 1 and 2 of this tournament, leaving about a half a foot of very messy slush and frozen rain on the ground. There's a shot, and it's going to bounce around and go in. It took a while. Looked like one of those carnival rims that are extra small, but it is a basket for the Broncos. And they answer right back to the Titans, make it a 6-point lead again, 8-2. I believe the first bucket for the Broncos was by Alex Christie, number 33. Also out on the court is number 30, Max Bonnie Lyles, who's got it now. Holding the ball over his head is Jason Hudson. Hudson puts the brakes on. There's a jumper by Dean Lamoth, no good. Long on the shot, Titan rebound. Silva, head up, going down court, looking for an open teammate, and the quality shot. Skylar Boykin wings it into the corner to Hale. Hale gets it inside to McCarthy, kicks it back to Lentz, and now going to work Boykin. Turned it over. A dribbling violation against Skylar Boykin. 8-2 is the score. So getting back to that point about the storm, it no doubt has kept the attendance down in the gymnasium here at Nashua High South for this second day of the tournament. But we welcome all of you who are watching this, either a videotape or live on Nashua ETV. The winner of this one advances to the championship game of the Chick-fil-A Holiday Festival Tournament, which will be played at 7:30 p.m. on the Wednesday before New Year's. Long shot, high archer, doesn't go for Jack Brown into the game for the Broncos. Long shot for the Titans, swisheroo for Ronnie Silva, and we got a quick timeout by the Broncos head coach Brian Lynch. 11-2, here's a replay. Silva, perfect form, launching, and nothing but net. Wow, that's a highlight reel shot for Ronnie Silva on the three-pointer if there ever was one. So, an 11-2 lead for the Broncos. 4:15 remaining, first quarter here at Nashua High South. We are no doubt in for a good one here. I saw Nate Mazerolle, the Nashua High South coach, being interviewed on the radio before this one started. You'll see a lot of coaches. Coach Mignol for Bishop Girton is just to the right of Tim O'Neill's camera. It's taking notes feverishly up in the stands. Bishop Girton not a participant in this tournament, but the coaches do take note, and they take notes literally. And sometimes video. We saw Ricky Oliver for Nashua North taking some video of Hollis Brookline and South in one of the consolation games over in the girls tournament. So a lot of scouting's going on at this point in the season, and they make up part of the crowd here, representatives of other teams. Alvirne looking for only their second bucket of the game, trailing 11-2, moving the ball around the perimeter, trying to find an open lane or an open shot. With it is Jason Hudson, number 5, driving the lane, puts it up off the glass and in. Beautifully done by Jason Hudson, who found an opening like a good running back going through the line in football. Hasten finds the second bucket of the game for the Broncos, so it's an 11-4 game. Leaving the layup short was Hale, and down court come the Broncos. Pushing the pace is Max Bonnie Lyles. The hesitation puts it up and was fouled apparently before the shot. And he will go to the line. It's still early in this one, first quarter, so the team fouls are only 3 for the Titans and just 1 team foul for the Broncos. This could be a live rebound here. Let's see. It is two shot foul, so not a live rebound on the first one. Max Bonnie Lyles swishes the first one through. It's a 11-5 game now. 6-point difference. Coming out is Michael Lentz. Coming in for the Titans is Shane LeGras, senior forward number 5. Bonnie Lyles dips the knees and puts it through. So it's an 11-6 game as Silva brings it down court. Throws it near side to Shane LeGras. Around the perimeter, Sam McCarthy back to Silva. Dribbling out of trouble, Jordan Buckmeyer is number 11 for the Titans. Nate Hale back up top. It comes to Sam McCarthy. Silva. Actually, that's LeGras, right baseline. The whistle before the shot. And you can see the foul was on number 24, Dean Lamoth. Second foul against the Broncos as a team, non-shooting foul. Inbounding it will be McCarthy. Bounce pass, turnaround, nice shot by Hale. Elevating and great balance and midair control. And it's a 13-6 lead for the Titans with just under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. The tournament hosted by Nashua High South here on the campus of the Panthers. It's North taking stage right now against the visitors, the Alvirne Broncos, who have high hopes to get into the championship game tomorrow against the semifinal winner coming up, South Merrimack. Long shot by Brown, misses to the left. That is an air ball. So the Broncos not finding their scoring touch quite yet here in the first quarter. 13-6, the Titans lead with possession of the ball as Ronnie Silva dribbles it down court. He finds Hale left side. Hale wings it underneath. Great pass and court vision, and it turned into an easy laying off the glass for Samuel McCarthy. McCarthy scores to make it 15-6. North doing a good job here in the first quarter, opening up a gap against the Broncos. Now a 9-point lead. Dan Brown near side with it. Max Bonnie-Lyles actually turned into a pass instead of a shot. Dan Brown trying to basically turn it into an alley-oop. Now he's got basically a set shot from the top of the key. Doesn't work. Alvirne low shooting percentage, field goal percentage so far in the first period has cost them on the scoreboard as Ronnie Silva gets called for the travel. Silva hits the deck hard, but he bounces right back up to his feet. And we have substitutions coming into the game for both teams. Some fresh bodies on the floor. A minute and a half to go in the first period. 15-6. The Titans enjoy a big lead. Ronnie Silva among those who will take a rest. So the Titans point guard on the bench now. Somebody else will have to captain the offense. And going right to the hoop after the substitutions, the Broncos draw the foul. Jake Canellis, the junior forward, gets fouled as he goes up towards the glass. Canellis will be shooting a pair here. Trying to cut into that 9-point deficit. And he misses the first one as it rattles in and out. Out of the game for the Broncos, Dean Lamoth. Into the game, Alex Christie, 6'2" forward. Second free throw is good. 15-7 your score, an 8-point difference with 1:20 left to go first period. Skylar Boykin, the captain of the offense right now for the Titans. Vishvadaval, a lot of V's in there, just into the game for the Titans. Nice floating jumper. Jordan Buckmeyer hits, and it's a 10-point lead, biggest of the night of the game so far for the Titans. Up 17-7. Buckmeyer trying to guard against Trevor Bolduc, but they switch off, and Dan actually, there's a shot in the paint near the free throw line. It falls for Sean, Matt McKinley gets the basket for the Broncos, so an 8-point game. Wide open look for LeGras, long on the shot. Great hard work and rebound for Jordan Buckmeyer, who passes to LeGras, and LeGras gets fouled driving in the paint. 17-9, the Titans lead and had chance to add to that lead. At the line is Shane LeGras to shoot a couple. Scoring has been at a premium for the Broncos. They've taken quite a few shots, haven't gotten many to fall. Titans have had much greater success meanwhile, and they continue to make frequent substitutions and keep some fresh legs on the floor. The head coach of the Titans, Steve Lane, assisted by Mike Henderson and Clyde Boykin. Back to a 10-point advantage for the Titans. After LeGraw's free throws, Broncos bring it down court with 25 seconds remaining first quarter. Back to the hoop is Jake Canellis. Jake passes it off and absorbing the foul as he does a jump shot, turnaround. Left baseline, Max Bonnie Lyles gets fouled, and Max will go to the line. His team trailing by 10, 19-9. Max Bonnie Lyles to shoot a pair of free throws with 16 seconds remaining. The ball falls gently into the net. Ronnie Silva back into the game. Boykin will take his first rest of the first quarter. Trying to hit both his free throws now. Max Bonnie Lyles rattles it in and out. Loose ball. Bonnie Lyles gets it back, goes right up off the glass. Canellis with it in traffic, and he gets fouled. So Canellis with an offensive rebound, picking up his teammate, Max Bonnie Lyles, who followed his miss of the free throw, was able to get a good look on a catch and shoot in midair off the glass. Didn't go, and Canellis was right in the right position to pick up the loose ball. Canellis having trouble with his free throws here early. With 11 seconds to go first period, a 9-point game, chance to make it an 8-point game, and he cannot. Rebound, the Titans have a chance for a last shot here with 7 seconds to go. Thinking about it was Vadivel. Instead, he got it underneath for a good look that didn't go. Long shot, not sure if it would have counted, but it does fall short. So we played one quarter here at Nashua High South in the Holiday Festival Tournament of 2015. And the score, the Titans of Nashua High North 19 and the Broncos of Alvirne 10. A 19-10 game as we move to the second period. The winner of this game will advance to the championship game of the tournament tomorrow, a Wednesday before New Year's at 7:30 p.m. In the other bracket, you have Merrimack going up against South. That'll be a game that we will also do right here on Nashua TV. It's got a 7:30 start here on Tuesday. Hope you all made it through the storm okay. It couldn't just be fluffy white stuff to begin the winter season, the winter storm season. It had to be the heavy stuff, very difficult for the plows to deal with and people to shovel out their driveways and scrape off the car. But that is life in the great Northeast. So they put a fresh 8 minutes up on the board, and we get set for the second period of play here at Nashua High South. I'm John Collins along with Tom King and our cameraman Tim O'Neill, Pete Johnson manning the controls. We do have replay on Nashua TV. You'll be seeing replays sporadically throughout the broadcast of key plays in this one. Makes you wish you were still playing high school ball in Nashua to be a part of these great broadcasts here on Nashua TV. You can watch any of our programs anywhere, anytime online at nashua.easystream.com. So the Titans take possession to begin the second quarter with the ball and the lead, up 19-10. Ronnie Silva, who got a few minutes rest at the end of the first quarter. A nice looking shot, and is that not going to count? The whistle came before it was launched by Vishvak Vadivel. Vadivel got nothing but net, but it was after the whistle, so infraction against the against the Titans. It turns a turnover and a foul away from the ball. The Broncos, down court they come. Trevor Bolduc, number 11, getting it over to the other side to Max Bonnie Lyles, who drove the lane. Great heads-up steal. What a play by Matt McKinley. Gets it underneath to Bonnie Lyles. Matt McKinley the steal and then the athleticism to do a 360-degree pirouette in midair, keep it in bounds, and find his teammate underneath the basket. That's a spectacular play by McKinley. I don't know if we can get that on replay, Pete. It's probably too late. Yeah. I mean, that's not a basket. That's just a steal and a nice pass combination there by McKinley. As Jake Canellis comes out of the game. And Ryan Rugrock comes in for the Broncos. Silva, after the miss, still a 19-10 game here to begin the second period. Long cross-court pass to Vadavel, launching into Silva, missed to the left. Vadavel keeps it. No, he stepped out of bounds. It'll be Broncos ball there on the far end line. You can see part of the crowd here at Nashua High South. I estimate the crowd to be around 200 people into this gymnasium, including some of the players who will play in the next game, South against Merrimack, and some coaches from the area who are taking this in like the advanced scouting team. With the ball, Trevor Bolduc, bounce pass. Brown loses the handle, and it's going to be, actually, that might not be Brown. He's not out there right now. That was McKinley. And what do we have? Whistle, turnover by the Titans. Score has remained 19-10 since the beginning of the second period. Now Dan Brown is about to check back into the game for the Broncos. See him at the scorer's table. Underneath, putting it up, and no good. How did that one not go? Loose ball corralled by the Titans' Shane LeGras. Having a great look, Ryan Rugrock rose up to the left of the basket, and somehow the rim kept it out. Silva with a stop and pop from about 10 feet, doesn't fall. And there seems to be a clear plastic lid on the basket for both teams here in the second period, as scoring has just come to a standstill. 3 players will check out of the game, and 3 pairs of fresh legs check into the game for the Titans, as inbounding it is Nathan Hale. Goes the long way to Silva, into the corner, back to Hale, and a return pass as they place and catch. Hale launches, in and out. Good job of boxing out by Alvirne. Appeared to be the young man that just had the basketball there, number 3, with the box out, Dan McChrystal, who earned that defensive rebound. Wide open set shot doesn't fall, and that goes off of a body out of bounds, and it's another heads-up play, this time by Max Bonnie-Lyles for the Broncos to elevate, catch, and pass. This time not to a teammate, but off the back of a Titans player that allows the Broncos to retain possession. Max Bonnie-Lyles working on LeGras off a pick. It comes back to Alex Christie. Christie passes up the open shot to give it to Brown, who has it stolen. LeGras takes it away. The Broncos try to take it back. LeGras still has it. Heavy contact. They're going to call the blocking foul. The basket is good. A chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Shane LeGras gets it to go. LeGras with a heads-up play, as he knew that position was not fully established by the defensive player, hence the blocking call. And to the line goes LeGras to try to complete the three-point play, and he does. 22-10. And after that exclamation point of a play by LeGras, he will take a rest. And into the game for the Titans is Jordan Buckmeyer. So Alvirne still looking for their first points of quarter number 2, trailing 22-10. Brown with the ball. It has been a struggle for the Broncos to score. Max Bonnie-Lyles gets them on track with a bucket there. Nice stop and pop in the paint. 22-12. It's a 10-point game. Silva with it. 5 minutes to go first half. Silva swings it around. Near side Buckmeyer. Up top Hale. One grab and a quick pass. Silva gets it to Michael Lentz, and Lentz has got 6 points in this game. in limited playing time, Lentz making an impact, number 14 for the Titans. Alvirne having difficulty getting the pass away, and it turns into a steal. Silva knows what to do with it. He finds Hale ahead of the field and an easy lay-in. Biggest lead of the game so far for the Titans, up 26-12. And Alvirne looking desperate to get started on scoring here in this game. They've got just 12 points through the first 12 minutes. Silva's got it, splits the defense, kicks it outside, and drawing the foul was Samuel McCarthy, the senior forward. Shielded the ball with his body as he went up toward the glass on the right of the basket, and draws the foul. McCarthy to the line to try to add to this 14-point lead, up 26-12. You got Nate Hale there, number 3. Lentz is number 14. McCarthy is on the floor. Also Ronnie Silva and Buckmeyer, the 5 players for the Titans. As the Broncos make a substitution, and Max Bonnie-Lyles will get a rest. Onto the court comes Connor Lambert, sophomore guard. Also out there for the Broncos is Dan Brown and Dan McChrystal. And rounding out the 5 players for the Broncos, Ryan Rugrock. Long shot, leaving it short though, was Lambert just into the game. Down court, Buckmeyer puts the brakes on. Hale thought about the shot, but he was triple teamed. Silva gets closer, launches, no good. Rebound Broncos. Alvirne coming down court. 3:45 to go. Alvirne trailing by 15 points, 27-12. And a steal by the Titans. Hale anticipating, lays it in. Nathan Hale, terrific court vision. There it is. You saw him scout out the cross-court pass, tip it away, and convert, going the distance. Excellent play by Nathan Hale to give his team a 17-point lead. Brown trying to split the defense, working hard, and he gets fouled on the way through traffic. Non-shooting foul. That's 6 fouls against the Broncos. I don't know why that's not a shooting foul, because as a team, yeah, it is a shooting foul. So, yeah, I was going to say, as a team, the Titans have 9 fouls. That's well into the penalty. The Broncos have 6 fouls with 3:18 to go in the first half. To the line is Dan Brown. The real story of the game is that Alvirne was just cold shooting out of the gate. Low field goal percentage. That opened up somewhat of a gap, and then the Titans got hot on top of that and opened up a huge lead here as Brown hits 1 of 2. 29-13, up by 16. The Titans with the ball. Look at that vision. A pass from number 3 Hale to number 33 McCarthy, and an easy put in off the glass. 31-13 as the Titans go up over the 30-point plateau. Alvirne struggling to score here, trying to get something going. Up top, they swing it around. Brown off a pick. Dan Brown runs into a double team, kicks it out. High arcing 3-point shot. Jason Hudson hits it from downtown. Alvirne, of course, located in Hudson, and answering right back is Nathan Hale. So that's a hailstorm that you don't want to get caught in as a defender if Nathan Hale gets hot, as he has gotten here in the second quarter. 34-16. The Titans comfortably in control with 2 minutes remaining in the first half of this semifinal contest. A nice catch and shot in midair by Jason Hudson. And a timeout. I believe that's the first of the game called by the Titans. Alvirne showing sparks of life here. Of course, when you score 18 points in a half, that's only averaging about 36 points for the entire game. So obviously, Alvirne's got to pick up the scoring pace if they want to get back in this game. here at the campus of Nashua High South. 34-18. Here's a replay. Nathan Hale with the hailstorm. Beautiful shot, as you see it from our angle. Tom, the story of the game so far, the Alvirne team as a team, very cold shooting, low field goal percentage. It allowed to open up a small gap at the beginning of the game, and then in the second quarter, on top of that, the Titans got hot, and there you see the score.
John, Doc Rivers once said after a NBA final game against the Lakers, fellas, it's still a shooter's game. You know, you win as you shoot.
That is a timely quote.
Yep.
Because that's exactly what's going on here.
And
Alvirne's got plenty of chances. The ball's just not falling.
It's a make or miss league.
It is, isn't it? And Steph Curry is another physical testament to that. Great shooters end up in the championship games. Nearly a steal there. Jason Hudson really come to play here in the second quarter for Alvirne. Open shot for Bishvak Vadavel, Tom. There's a name for you on the Titans, number 22, and he is a shooter. I will tell you, number 22.
A third-round draft pick from the European leagues?
Yes, I think so. From Yugoslavia, perhaps.
Jason Hudson is a very good athlete. I thought he was very underrated in football. I think a very, very good football player.
Spells it Jacen.
Jacen. I'm sure it's been misspelled a million times.
Yeah.
So, but he is a tough customer.
And we welcome any of our Hudson or Alvirne viewers who may be seeing this game on Nashua TV. Welcome you also. It's the semifinals. The winner of this plays tomorrow against the winner of South Merrimack.
Yeah, that's a lot more straightforward than the Conway Arena tournament.
Yeah,
that's what delayed me.
You have to be a math professor to figure out that, right?
Oh my goodness!
And the Titans off another Alvirne miss. Max Bonnie-Lyles needs to get hot for the Broncos to get back in this game.
It's about a 15-minute meeting after the North Sauhegan
to determine what was going on
against North Sauhegan versus Alvirne Pelham to determine what was going to happen.
Jordan Buckmeyer has it, trying to drive baseline. Gets the pass away. Vadavel to Silva.
Ooh.
Leaves it short.
That's an open shot that Silva will probably make 8 out of 10 times.
Nice job by Alvirne at getting that defensive rebound. Bonnie-Lyles in and out.
Ronnie Silva came of age last year for this Nashua North team.
You're right. Now he's a junior, and he's a big factor.
But as a sophomore point guard, boy, was he was explosive in the postseason.
Silva with it on cue. Faking right. They're forcing him to go left, probably for a reason. Vadavel has it. Hands it off to Buckmeyers. They crisscross top of the key. Now Silva. Silva trying to go right, then left, now right again.
He's got a wide open shooter in the corner, but didn't want to take it. Now he moves out.
Vadavel putting on a dribbling display before he gives it to Silva.
5
seconds left in the half. They got to get a shot away. And they do, and it's not a quality shot. Credit the Broncos
in
defense.
The corner should have done a catch and shoot once he got Silva's pass. Instead, he decides to dribble it out to the middle, and he was in no man's land. George Nukas, the former Unified Nashua head coach, John, used to have drills that would the ball would not touch the floor. And the passing was absolutely exceptional. And when you do that, when you pass the ball and it doesn't hit the floor, you're going to keep that defense moving a lot more. You slow things down when you dribble. So, that's the way to do it, and that's what Nashua North should have done on that final possession.
Well, safe to say that was probably, for Alvirne, who comes into this tournament with a pretty good record, probably their worst half so far in the season. They just need to get their scoring legs underneath them, and we'll have a basketball game coming up in the second half. I'm John Collins along with Tom King, and the Nashua ETV A-team is here. We'll be back with exciting second half action coming up from the Nashua High South Gymnasium in the Holiday Festival Tournament after this break.
The New Hampshire Interscholastic Athletic Association presents the Life of an Athlete program.
I'm Kevin Nolan from Nashua, New Hampshire. I play for the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, and I believe in the importance of not using drugs and alcohol.
Hi, I'm Morgan Andrews. I play at the University of Notre Dame. Everyone has different goals. It may be a different goal than your best friend, but if you work towards it, you'll both be successful. If you want to go to a party, dance. You know what I mean? You don't have to drink alcohol to fit in, or you don't have to do drugs to fit in.
Learn more at loanh.org.
Second half underway here at Nashua High School South, a 34-18 lead for the Titans of North against Alvirne in the maroon, and the Titans, of course, in the white and blue numerals. Second half is underway as a pass goes through the legs of Samuel McCarthy. So we begin the second half with a bit of an apology, as we had some incorrect numbers in the rosters that are printed in the official tournament program, and we were attributing there's a runner at the baseline, and Alvirne starts off the scoring here in the second half. Dean Lamoth with a lay-in off the glass on the left baseline.
John, you know my theory. Anytime you want to come back in a game, it starts on the defensive end. Let's see how Alvirne does.
Yes, to create those offensive opportunities. And there's a turnover by the Titans. So on cue, the Broncos win the ball back as they try to get back into this game trailing by 14, 34-20. I mentioned there's some of the numbers on the printed rosters for the tournament program were incorrect. 3 players, in fact. So apologies to Vishvak Vadavel, who is actually number 4, and Shane LeGras, who's actually number 22. Long shot by Dan Brown. He's on track here to begin the second half.
Well, Dan Brown probably was looking forward to this basketball season more than ever, because his football season was cut short with a shoulder injury.
As the quarterback of Alvirne.
Right, so
it was a huge loss for the Broncos.
2 out of 3 years he's been injured. So, this is probably a big deal for him to be out here playing. But the thing is, he doesn't want to jeopardize his baseball chances for next year. He's got a scholarship to go play at Northeastern University.
Wow, good for him.
Or actually, is it Northeastern? No, it may not be.
Is it UMass?
It's not NU. I believe it's UMass Amherst.
Amherst, okay.
His brother is at Northeastern University.
Ronnie Silva's got the ball as the Titans looking for their first points of the second half. They've come out with the cold hand this time.
Yeah, see, I think if you surround Silva and force him into quick decisions, you've got a fighting chance. And right now, Alvirne's defense is much better.
Good job on defense again by the Broncos to create a scoring chance, but they're not able to convert.
Brown could have brought the house down a little bit. He would have forced a timeout with that bucket if he had made it. I'm sure of it.
Silva's going to go up top and reset now. Ronnie Silva, the junior guard, gives it to Nate Hale. Hale going right baseline, being guarded closely by Max Bonnie Lyles. With it is Sam McCarthy holding the ball up top. Gets to Silva. Silva, who prefers to go to his right apparently, but he can go to his left just as well.
And there he is.
Ronnie Silva off the glass as he takes advantage of the wide open baseline. Brown now cutting through the paint off the glass. No good, can't get it to go. And Boykin coming away with it, pushing the pace. Skylar Boykin stops, pops, hits.
It's amazing. You see some of these kids now out of a football uniform. Skylar Boykin, one of the quicker players on Nashua North's football team. And there he stops and pops. He shows his quickness with the ability to create an open jumper for himself.
Swings it across. There's a set shot from three-point territory. Max Bonnie Lyle hits, and it's a 38-26 game. Silva with it. Between the legs to the right. Hale with an open three. Hits Nathan Hale.
Well, suddenly that defensive surge that Alvirne had has disappeared as they have allowed North to get very good ball movement in their possessions.
And hence a 13-point lead for the Titans of Nashua North as they play defense here. And a steal by McCarthy.
Yeah,
gets it to Hale and trying to steal it back. Broncos commit a foul.
So now the other team is playing defense.
We've played 5 minutes of the second half. And it's a 13-point lead for the Titans, so not too much has changed here.
Silva now in the back court. Alvirne calls off the pressure. Now they go to the wings.
Hale
Down
gets
low.
it inside, and
We haven't
Buckmeyer
seen,
fouls.
other than Silva penetrating, we haven't seen too much inside play.
No, it's been a lot of distance shooting. To the line goes Alonzo Linton, who I misidentified as Shane LeGras in the first half. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's not your fault. That's what the program says.
Alonzo Linton hits the first one, 42-28, enjoying a 14-point advantage for the Titans. As Alonzo looks to the hoop, bends his knees and in and out. I couldn't detect what was wrong with that form, Tom, except it didn't go. Free throw shooting.
Just off the rim, John. It's, you know, those things happen.
Titans retain possession after fighting for the loose ball. Sam McCarthy with the throw in. Through Linton, and it ends up in the hands of Dean Lamoth. Lamoth going coast to coast, draws the foul. Offensive foul, excuse me. It goes against Lamoth, and good position by Ronnie Silva. Heads up play by the Titans point guard. So inbounding it will be Sam McCarthy.
You know, I know basketball's a team game, but I still have to say, if Ronnie Silva plays well, the Titans play well.
Alonzo Linton with a turnaround in the paint doesn't go. Fortunate for the Broncos, who are already down 14.
He just seems to set the tone.
Max Bonnie-Lyles gets clobbered, and they got to call that. He ended up 5 yards out of bounds. After missing the three-pointer, nearly a 4-point play. Had that gone, it would have been a chance to convert. Actually, that was number 20 for Alvirne, and that's Jack Brown that shot the ball and got fouled. We've got a nice view of the game on the floor behind the opposite basket to where you're looking at right now. And sometimes when the ball is on this end of the floor, it can be a little more difficult to see, but I'll just keep my eye on the monitor here in the camera view of Tim O'Neill, our cameraman.
Always trust Tim O'Neill's
I
camera.
should just watch the game on the monitor, but it's exciting to be here courtside as well.
In fact, I think Tim O'Neill should shoot all TV shows.
Yeah.
So that when I sit home, I'm just watching Tim O'Neill's stuff.
I'd like to see him shoot the Red Sox game so I could get a behind the home plate view more often.
Well, you know who's got a behind the home plate view right now? And he hopes to have it for the rest of his life, is our good friend Tim Neverett.
Oh, you wrote the article about him getting the Red Sox radio job. Congratulations to Tim Neverett, Red Sox radio play-by-play.
Brother of B.J. Neverett, the manager of the Nashua Silver Knights, who, by the way, will be under new ownership this year. And it will not be, and it most likely will not be an owner of the Lowell Spinners.
Okay. 11-point game. It's narrowed a little bit. The Titans still on top by 11, 42-31 as they move the ball around the perimeter. Hale driving baseline,
Nice
lays it up
move.
off the glass, no good. Canellis had a chance for the rebound for the Broncos. It's still loose on the floor, and it turns into a football pileup on the goal line, and let's see who gets the ball.
You know, a lot of times as a coach, you have to live with missed shots. You have to judge the quality of the shot, and that was a good move by Connor Hale to the basket.
Yeah, it was. It was surprising that it didn't go in.
You would want him to do that, 10 times out of 10 in terms of driving to the basket like that.
1:45 remaining first half, second half.
He had the step, 1:44.
In the quarter, third quarter. Where am I?
I know it.
Dan Brown in and out. Sorry, the game's just
We've seen this from Alvirne before.
Merged together there for a second.
Remember, John,
quarter.
last year in the Christmas tournament, they got hot. They closed the gap in a game pretty easily. You know, they can do that if they get hot.
Yeah, that's not out of the realm of possibility here with about 9.5 minutes of basketball left to be played.
9.5 minutes, and North could put themselves in their tournament final.
If they can maintain that lead. They're up 42-31 now with the ball in the hands of Ronnie Silva. Skylar Boykin with it. Boykin drifting to the left. Comes back to the right, but right there, Danny Brown, great anticipation, took it away from Linton. Up off the glass, no good, but drew the foul.
That's Danny Brown's defensive back skills on display right there, because he also doubled as a DB for the Broncos. He was a good one, too.
Yeah.
And he saw that coming, and he cut in front and made that steal.
That was a pick six in football terminology.
Yes, it was. He anticipated the pass. He watched the eyes.
But it's going to turn into a pick one here because he missed the first of 2 free throws. If he can get the second one, he'll get some points out of that steal, and he gets one. So it's a 10-point game, 42-32. And it's going to be out of bounds. Actually, a push out of bounds. A foul will go against Alvirne, non-shooting foul. Inbounding it will be the Titans. Sam McCarthy finds Silva. Silva dribbling through traffic, bringing it down court to Boykin. Boykin drops it back, and it's a nice shot. Almost like a no-look pass. There it is. Linton from downtown for 3. So back to the action. 45-32, the Titans are on top by that 3-point shot by Linton. Hale driving to the right.
Push foul. Not on Hale.
Let's see. There's Hale going to his right.
Hale got another good look at the basket. He didn't look like he had much room.
Yeah.
But he got off a decent shot. I mean, he got off I'd say a 4.5, 5-footer.
Shane LeGras, another football/basketball player, gets it inbounds, and it's knocked away by Dan Brown, as Brown with the good work.
And Steve Lane is going to go help us out by
Look at
getting
Brown,
the basketball.
hustling on defense, as always.
Steve Lane showing those cat-like moves.
Yeah. Going to get it. Shane LeGras inbounds it to Linton. Brown got another piece of it. He's playing tenacious defense right now, willing his team back into this game if he can, but it is a 13-point deficit. LeGras had the open shot if he wanted to take it. 28 seconds remains, third quarter here in the semifinal of the Holiday Festival basketball tournament presented by Chick-fil-A here at Nashua High South, the annual tournament. Linton driving through the paint, and the whistle before the shot. Not sure exactly what happened there, but the net effect is that it is Alvirne's basketball, and inbounding it will be Max Bonnie-Lyles. Dan Brown passes it to Jason Hudson. Hudson gets it into the corner. Max Bonnie-Lyles thought about the shot. Hudson gets it back. Driving, Max gets it away. It might have counted, but it missed to the left. So it is a 45-32 basketball game. The Titans are on top.
Yeah, basically Alvirne was able to cut into it. I almost said Alvirne Pelham. I'm used to the co-op. Alvirne was up for hockey. Alvirne was,
yeah.
They were only able to cut into the North Sauhegan. They were only able to cut into North's lead by 3 points. So,
right.
And I think they're going to have to shoot the ball. They're going to have to play defense, but they're going to have somebody get hot. Because what they did is, Alvirne just did not produce enough points.
I wonder if we're going to make a foray into Pelham cable television.
I wonder. With hockey, I know it.
Yeah. They have a fine cable television outfit there as well. Located
they don't
at the
co-op
town
with
hall.
enough of our teams, though, Chuck.
Oh, that's true, but sometimes
they don't play enough of our teams.
I don't have. Yeah, the Alvirne Pelham hockey team will maybe play one of the Nashua hockey teams during the regular season. and they might want to get the video on loan. But here comes the Titans inbounding the ball with 8 minutes left in the game and a commanding 13-point lead for the moment. Ronnie Silva with the ball. Silva puts it back up top. Underneath, Sam McCarthy lost the handle. With it now, Shane LeGras. Up top, McCarthy swings it to Silva. Silva looking for an opening to exploit. Going to stop and pop from downtown. Good looking shot, follows his miss. Ronnie Silva can't get it to go. Some good hustle play by the Titans point guard. Remains a 13-point game, 45-32. Alvirne needs to get hot and hot in a hurry. They're going to make a game out of this here in the fourth quarter. Bonnie Lyles to Dan Brown. Brown going to work. Behind his back dribble. Three-sport athlete, Dan Brown, quarterback in football, point guard in basketball, underneath, and Dean Lamoth with the basket.
They got Lamoth inside. It's a good matchup. He was able to bulk. He's got some bulk, so he was able to post up and get the position. Alvirne, though, they can't take that much time to shoot, John. They're down 11 with 6.5 minutes to play. They need to score quickly and create some turnovers.
And we have a shot. Before the shot was the foul on a Alvirne foul. So 7 fouls as a team against the Broncos. The Titans just have 2 as a team here in the second half.
I'll tell you, the atmosphere for the finals in this event has always been good. But boy, you can hear a pin drop in this gym today.
You should have been at the girls' game earlier. Oh, I did feel like I was in church in the girls' game. It was Hollis Brookline against South. I think I could hear Ricky Oliver breathing as he took notes across the way in the opposite stands. That's how quiet it was.
Wow.
I could hear his pen scratching on the paper in the opposite stands.
Who's in the finals in that tournament?
That would be either North and Sauhegan. Oh, actually, they have to play again, right? Yeah, the semifinals.
I don't know. You tell me.
The semifinals still hadn't happened. Is the answer.
Okay.
We had 4 teams. It could be one of 4 teams right now as we record this boys' game. 47-34, a 13-point advantage still for the Titans of Nashua North, and Alvirne has the ball stolen away. 6:26 remaining. The Titans trying to add to their lead. Silva swings it around near side. Hale. Nice pass underneath. Actually, McCarthy wasn't able to collect it and go up with an easy lay-in. Saved it from going out of bounds, but it's Alvirne possession. Open 3-point attempt for Jason Hudson is long on the shot. Hale comes down with it. Chewing on that mouthpiece as he goes left sideline. LeGras hands it off to Silva. Off the pick, has some freedom. Splits everybody. Ronnie Silva up off the glass and in.
What a nice reverse layup by Silva.
As you see it again, Tom.
Yeah, watch his move as he sees the opening and then switches hands and uses his right hand with the reverse layup. Nice play.
And he opens up a 15-point lead.
You know how to operate that contraption now, huh?
Oh, I love it.
Boy, I've been behind the times.
Expert instruction from Pete Johnson. Now I got a new toy. Hale up and in.
Wow, what a pass from Silva.
Watch, we got a timeout.
Watch the speed. Silva. Bounce pass, and Hale just floats to the basket. But that's created by Silva.
Nice play by the Titans as they add to their lead. 51-34, their biggest of the game here in the fourth quarter it is. $17-point deficit for the Broncos of Alvirne, who came into this game after winning their opening round contest against Goffstown. North defeated Milford. In the other semifinal, which is coming up right after this one, we will also have that on Nashua ETV. It's South against Merrimack. Merrimack defeated Thornton Academy to get in here. And South bested Sauhegan.
Now that's a big game. South and Merrimack, of course they'll see each other
Yeah.
in the regular season. That's the one thing, the one drawback that I see in these holiday tournaments is, you know, you don't want to play someone that you see in the regular season.
Yeah.
And that was, you know, when they were trying to figure out the schedule for the hockey tournament in the finals, it'll be Alvirne Pelham against Coventry, Rhode Island, as you watch this in the Conway Arena tournament finals. It ends up, that makes a North Sauhegan versus Nashua South consolation game. So that they started the tournament, they will end the tournament, and then they will see each other twice in the regular season.
Right.
And John Coughlin said to me, he said, I really don't want to play South again. We're going to see you guys twice in February.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, if you wanted to see some heavy hitting,
Really?
the South Coventry game.
Really?
Wow. Talk about finishing checks.
Made me want to see it now. Twisting in the lane, Lamoth draws the foul. Dean, nice play for the Broncos. Trying to get them on track here with 5:11 remaining. Down 17 points, 51-34. Coming up in that South game, of course, one of the players that we like to watch, Max Osgood, who's a receiver, tight end in football, injured, I think, in the Thanksgiving Day game.
Yeah.
Tom, you have any injury?
No, I don't
report
no
on it?
idea how he
Yeah,
is. So
hopefully we'll see him at least at some point in the
Exactly.
season. Hopefully today. I don't know if he's recovered fully or not
We'll
yet.
see.
That was only a month ago as we record this, about exactly 1 month, Thanksgiving.
And there wasn't any of that white stuff and icy
Yeah,
garbage
I
on,
know.
on the ground.
That's right.
What a different world it is today compared to the other day.
Harsh winter storm has held down the attendance a little bit here, although it's not bad. About 200 people in the gym. Bounce pass. Boykin with an open look. Can't get it to go. Rebound Alvirne. Max Bloney-Lyle skies to get it. 4:45 to go.
You'll see a lot more than 200 people here in the final if it's North against South.
Yes. And also one more day to recover from the storm will help. 17-point deficit facing the Broncos of Alvirne as they inbound it underneath their opponent's basket. Dan Brown will handle the ball.
That's another thing that delayed me is the couldn't just get in the car and take
No.
off. Had to do a little scraping.
Yes.
Nice
and
block.
blocked underneath.
Foul called. I don't know about that. I thought it was a clean block. I didn't think he got too much body at all. But the referee is seeing that from behind, so he's not quite able to get a full view of that play.
And at the line now is Jack Brown. Hits his first of 2 free
Right,
throws.
how many Browns are there?
Well, if you're talking about the football team, I think there's like, how many, like 52-man roster, isn't it?
No, I mean, oh man. The Brown family just dominates Alvirne athletics.
Yes. So, just it's kind of like the Choate family.
And those aren't the real Browns that you're talking about because they were they
know.
weren't the originals. You know?
Oh, that's true, huh?
Right.
And a basket for the Titans, so difficult situation for.
Basket and foul and a timeout called by Alvirne as they try to regroup.
Yeah. In the huddle, Steve Lane talking to his troops there, you see. John Collins with Tom King. Tim O'Neill manning our camera. Our executive producer, Pete Johnson, is here. Welcome to all of you who are watching this on Nashua ETV, either in Nashua or in Hudson. On the education stations, you can watch any of our games anywhere, anytime online at nashua.easystream.com. The Broncos will be inbounding with 4:15 to go in the game, down by 17 points still. Brown from right to left, stops at easy as you please, swishes one through for a basket. Dan Brown on the shot.
Yeah, I don't mind that basket right now, though, if you're Nashua North. You just don't want to give up 7 or 8 points in a hurry.
Right. So it comes down to what kind of defense can the Broncos play
Well,
in the last 5 minutes.
I think it comes down to North being able to take care of the clock. They got there's 4 minutes left in the game. You got a 15-point lead. Take your time.
Take your time between
There's
shots.
no shot clock in New Hampshire basketball, high school basketball. You can keep the ball until next holiday tournament if you want to.
Yeah. Silva's pass is deflected, but it gets into Linton, who tried to go between bodies.
Yeah, Linton's best option was to go for a shot. He would have been fouled.
He gets an easy look here, though, and puts it off the glass and in. Linton with a contested shot.
Off the turnover, and there's the pass, and he gets the easy look. The turnover was the pass up court.
The Broncos answer back with a basket
So what little
by
contraption,
Max
what
Bonnie Lyles.
What little button do you push there, John?
This starts the replay. This chops it, and then this starts it. Actually, this starts it.
The blue one starts it?
This one.
Why did I even ask? You don't know the answer. You didn't even
I'm
able to do it.
I'm doing it out of habit. I can't describe it.
Oh, my goodness.
It's these two buttons. Let's try it again. This is Schuyler Boykin.
Schuyler with a nice move around, and then look at him slice the double team and cut
Yes.
through.
Yes.
Just didn't finish.
So inbounding it. The Broncos, 55-40. It's a 15-point game, losing the handle out of bounds off of the Titans, though, as they stole it away. Max Bonnie Lyles checks out of the game. Connor Lambert comes into the game. And the Broncos inbounded. Jack Brown up top. Lambert. Shot, no good. Rebound, Sam McCarthy, well positioned on the miss by Bolduc. Into the corner it goes. Linton, baseline, gets fouled as he goes up for the shot.
You're at 2:34 left. It's still a 15-point game. I like the aggressiveness of going to the hole, and also having the ability to put 2 more points on the board for free throws. I don't like the clock stopping. I wish he would have taken the ball back out and kept the clock moving.
Take another 30 seconds off. Right?
Yeah, no kidding. You know, that's what I think you need to do here.
2:34 remaining in the basketball game. A 55-40 lead for the Titans as Alonzo Linton shoots the second of 2 free throws. And misses that one as well, but Sam McCarthy working hard for the rebound.
Now you just stall. Now you just take your time, but nope, guess not. They're going to keep attacking.
Good ball movement, though, underneath.
Well, yeah, watch the steal. And you don't see the steal here, but the nice pass and in for the layup, McCarthy.
The Broncos down by 17 again.
Actually, it wasn't a steal. It was a rebound off the missed free throw.
Right. That's a foul that goes against the Titans.
2:08 to play, though. These are Christmas tournament games. They don't count in the standings. You're going to be in the finals. With 2:08 left, work on your delay game a little bit. Good practice for the regular season.
Yeah.
You know, I'd work on it.
These games do not count in the standings for the regular season in
No, they do not.
NHIAA Division I.
They do not.
In the corner, Broncos trying to work for a decent shot, driving the lane and scooping it high off the glass. No good for Trevor Bolduc. Alonzo Linton comes
Now you
down
just pull
with
it
the
out.
loose ball.
Now you just pull it back out, and you just hold the ball and move around. You've got 5-second rules, so you got to keep passing it, but just take your time. There, see, now they're delaying a little bit more, and they're floating outside.
That's Steve Lambert that passed up the
Right.
shot.
Silva's not going to pass this up, though. He's going to pass it inside, and Lambert isn't
How
able to
did
hit
that
the layup.
not go in? Yeah. That was number 32, Steve Lambert, that had a great look, and somehow it just rattled in and out. 1:20 to go in the game. The Broncos can't control it, though. And a clean steal by the Titans. Down court, Steve Lambert.
Waits for his point
He's
guard.
bleeding out of the nose, so they're going
Yeah,
to
so he had
stop
to
it.
call time.
Yeah.
Don't know where that happened, John.
Yeah, it might have been in the battle for the loose ball further down the court.
Yep. But he's got to come out of the game, bleeding, and the trainer will take a look at him and try to stop the nosebleed. Common sports affliction, nosebleed.
A nosebleed.
And they'll wipe the floor down. Evidently,
there's blood on the floor.
Blood on the floor. There's not excitement in the stands, but there's blood on that floor. Darn it.
Well, it sounds like there was almost blood on the hockey ice with the description you gave of the South Cumberland, Rhode Island game.
A lot of hitting in that game.
Coventry,
Rhode Island, 1-0 Coventry win. They will be in the finals against Alvirne Pelham. They have given up only 5 goals during the course.
Was there a lot of
4
penalties
games.
in the game?
No, there were because it's South. South always has a lot of penalties, but not on. There were no boarding calls.
Okay, that's good.
So not on the hits. So the hits were legit, and they were really a physical game.
And I heard you say Alvirne Pelham earned a final berth against Coventry.
Yeah, well, they beat Coventry 3-1 earlier in the day, and because they scored one more goal in a 6-2 loss, it was 5-2. It was 5-1, and they scored to make it 5-2 because of that goal. And it was a player that probably one of their third liners that got it. They are going to be in the finals because they will have
better goals against record.
No, that means that North gave up one more goal than Alvirne.
Right.
During better goals against. You're right.
Yeah.
One more goal than Alvirne.
That's amazing.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
You know.
And you have to explain that in print.
And that's one of the reasons why it also took. I didn't get here in time.
The Broncos have it. Pushing the base is Matt McKinley. Can't get it to go. Silva rebound. Just a minute left to go in this game. A semifinal, and the Titans are going to advance to the championship game. Timeout by the Titans. They apparently want to talk things over for the final 59 seconds.
Not sure what they want to talk over unless Steve Lane's going to make massive substitutions here. But 59.6 seconds left in a 17-point lead. I think you basically tell your team, just take it easy out there, don't get hurt.
Well, you know what? We're going to practice replays now with Tom King. Tom, press this button right now.
All right, that's the red button.
Yeah,
so now, if I press this button,
well, actually, the game's going to resume.
Nothing will blow up, right?
Well, here, we'll do it. Okay.
All right.
Press it. Now hit this one. You just did
here's
a
replay of the timeout of Steve Lane sitting down.
Yes. Watch this. As the assistant coach actually sitting down, but that's how you do it. It's those two buttons.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Boykin stops and starts.
And nothing blew up.
No.
We're still here.
It's a great new tool here on Nashua TV to bring you these games. We really enjoy it. Hope you do too. Boykin with it, puts the brakes on. We do not have a number 40 in the program.
No, and in a way, that's a good thing because that means that a reserve is out there getting some time that normally doesn't get time.
Well, actually, if we can match up with the picture.
It might be Vishvak Vadavel.
It might be Mr. Vadavel?
Yeah, it's Vadavel, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it might be. I had number 4, but it might be, he might be 40.
No, 41. Oh, is he 40?
Yeah.
40, that's right.
40, yeah.
Well, 41 is Levi Goslin.
Yeah, that would make sense. It could be Vishvak Vadavel into the game.
Because we haven't seen a number 4 at all.
No.
So that would probably make sense that he's 14. Center. Yeah, he's got tall enough to be a center, and he's a junior. 35.6 seconds left, 57-40 in favor of Nashua North. They will be in the finals of the National Holiday Basketball Tournament.
Dan McChrystal taking the free throws for the Broncos here with 35 seconds to go. And his team down by 16. The miss, Broncos have the rebound. Back up top it goes to Trevor Bolduc. Bolduc will shoot it, left it short. Rebound by North. Callan O'Rourke into the game for the Titans. It's a good Irish name, Callan O'Rourke. I'm sure it's Cal for short. Skylar Boykin with it. Driving with the basketball. And in. And the team appreciates that shot. Number 12, it could be Levi Gosselin, I'm not sure. The Broncos do score a basket at the end of the time of remaining. It is a 59-43 final. So the Titans of Nashua North take the semifinal game. They were able to keep the Broncos of Alvirne at arm's length throughout a 16-point victory.
And if they play South, it'll be a North-South tourney final, which everybody would love to see.
Yeah.
If they play Merrimack, I saw North beat Merrimack in a regular season game late last year and beat them pretty handily on their own floor in the Titans gym. So there'll be a little bit of a rematch there. So it'll be interesting, and that was the game that put North in the tournament. They clinched the tournament berth with that win. It was their last regular season game. They needed that game to win and make the tournament, and they did that. Had to wait for things to fall out later in the week because it was a Tuesday night game, and they usually end the game of the season on a Friday. But North won a tournament berth by beating Merrimack. That'd be a little bit of a nice rematch if they play each other again in the finals too. And
there we are.
There you see how well dressed I am for this event.
Nashua ETV banner.
John, this banner, that's how I found you. Because I kept looking up in the stands for you.
I could have shot one of those beacons, those flares up maybe for you.
Might have happened, but then I see the ETV banner,
yeah,
and I see an old guy with glasses sitting there doing the game, and it's got to be him.
Yeah.
So I'll fit right in.
Yes.
I got the hockey garb on here.
That's right. You're dressed for both sports. Well, the excitement is building in the gym. You can feel it right now. Merrimack fans are filing in here. Even if people had to work here during the holiday week, they're able to see this 7:30 p.m. start. The Nashua High South cheerleaders are going to be right next to Tom King performing during this contest. That's pretty exciting too. How do you feel about that?
I feel that I'm going to need a better view. I'm going to be looking at the monitor a lot.
Maybe we should move the table a little bit, give us some more room. I don't know. But it's going to be exciting either way. Merrimack against South to decide who gets into this final championship game. I'm John Collins with Tom King. We'll take a break between games. It is a 16-point victory for the Titans over Alvirne. The Titans are in the final against the winner of this one, Merrimack South. This is Nashua ETV.